Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another race of Ultimate League in Season 22 as we find ourselves staying on round number 4 here at the Dutch Grand Prix. And as you can see from the track, it is none other than Zandvoort, which is now the 4th time that we are going to be racing here. First time was Apple's historic version that was raced back at the Season 5's finale, where we got that huge battle decider between myself and Gamer 15, and that was where I took my first ever world title. And then we go into Season 7, where I actually got my third driver's title there and also the race win. And then we go into Season 11, where we also race on Levy's version, a track that was actually quite crucial. It was like one of the pioneers when it comes to track editor tracks. And yeah, it's so important that it was even used in one of the update patches where we see an image of the track when it comes to the track editor there. But either way, now we're going to be racing on Man's version. And as you can see, he still has that sort of style where he puts some emphasis in certain turns where they got a little bit more exaggerated, and yeah, so that usually does make the track a bit more interesting. Although the difference here doesn't seem to be all that huge. It's just to say that it is actually a little bit longer than before, so that's actually going to favor these soft tires, for instance, as yeah, pace is going to be crucial. Although I'm not sure if the tracks will really be using the soft tires all that much, but one thing that I know is that we should probably expect to see the drivers to go for the 4 stopper today. And yeah, also one thing that is different from the other versions when it comes to this track is the angle. As you can see, the main straight has a bit of an angle. It's also on the vertical pretty much, while usually it used to be on the horizontal. And yeah, obviously the pit lane is at the right side of the track instead of the left side, like it used to be in the last 2 times that we race here. So yes, we also got that sort of, you know, that chicane where we got some gravel on the inside. That turn when we saw Charles Leclerc in real life making that amazing overtake on George Russell. Here does definitely look a little bit different as well, a little bit larger as well, but either way, let's get ourselves into the qualifying session. Alright, so here we are then in qualifying, as we are watching here Albono with now a special livery here for the Dutch Grand Prix, as obviously Manbergout is on his home race. And yeah, we also got this Geometry Dash dimmed livery from Ricard Auto, and I think we also got, yeah, we got Man's livery here, yeah, for one time, because Man is apparently leaving to go to the military in Norway. So yeah, it's actually very fitting that we are racing at one of his tracks, and so yeah. But as we just have a little look into the standings, I want to watch the standings. You can see right here is now Flix actually now leading the way, as you can see right here, and yeah, he has not won any races yet, which is quite interesting actually. And yeah, so Oz is now behind in second place, just 5 points behind, and in the meantime Fatmi is pretty much given up on this title. So yeah, he's pretty much retired, because now we got Figueira getting back, and he's now in second place in this qualifying so far. And yeah, then one time they lost a lot of their gap in the previous races. SCP did manage to gain a lot of points on them, with now Johnny Fu winning that race in a previous race. And so yeah, he's a brand new race winner, and I think it's the now second time in a row where we got a brand new race winner. And yeah, I guess the main question would be if we could get a new one, and maybe, who knows, Guzman could have a surprising race and get up there. But obviously it's going to be a little bit more complicated today, because there is no rain here today, as we see. Oh my god, Flix with a little bit of a mistake there. And yeah, I forget that I need to remove now the standings here. And yes, so let's then see the end of qualifying. Flix has a huge lead here in this qualifying session, and let's see who's gonna take that pole position here. Can someone deny it? And I think Hernandi can! There goes Hernandi with the 37 out 43. And he's the one who's going to be starting on pole position, as he's filling in for Suduce today. And so let's then have a look here to the starting grid. It is Hernandi then starting on pole position just ahead of both Lontimes, Flix and Figo. Got Corby starting in P4, followed in by Manberg Goat there. Then we got Ozzy in P6, followed in by F1 Fan and Juruni. Then we got Bituko and Kado closing the top 10. Then we see now Guziman starting in P11, followed by Johnny Fu. Then we got Matimar Tide with the SCP driver. Then we got the both Links Racing, we got Gratosville and the FedF1. And then we see Lexus with Albono. And then Banner starting right at the bike, 1 second behind first place there. So yeah, let's then get ourselves into the race. It's going to be 38 laps here in Zandvoort. Alright, so here we are then on the starting grid. We see Hernandi up there, and he's going to be leading his way for the start now of the Dutch Grand Prix. We see him just holding the inside line, which is very convenient there, but Flix might just try already, go for the move, but he cannot do it. We see Figo staying in first, so they're just keeping their positions for now. They're already going in single file, but as we see here, we got Carly just following Ozzy there right behind him, as we see, and there was a little bit of flag from my end, I believe. And yeah, as we see then, a bit of a slow start. Corvin goes into the grass there, so not a good start from the Australian already. As we see Bituko also there, almost getting pushed off the track, I think. But yeah, we see then Menbergold there in P4, trying to take another podium here. As we got now Flix taking the lead, Hunadi down into P4. As we see, oh my god, Matimar complaining about lag, but that could actually come from him actually. But as we see now, oh my god, Figo going too deep there, and he's gonna screw him himself. As we got now Flix up into second place, but now it is Menbergold leading the way on this home race here. And the fans are going crazy as we see now Corby taking second place, is all fighting really a lot. We got F1 Fan and Figo going off the track, and I think I saw yet another crash there. I think it was Banner and maybe with Johnny Fu there. So what is going on? A lot of chaos right now. We got Corby now taking Menbergold slipstream, and so we have a bit of a group here. But it is Corby though. He has to, on our screen, give a lot of distance. So if he makes a mistake, Guziman is gonna have a, Menbergold is gonna have a huge distance at the front. But yeah, Johnny Fu though retired the car already. So after a race win, he's out now on the very next race. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster in this season so far. He had to retire in the first race. Then he had a bit of a poor result in Sigosari. Then he won the race last week, and now he has to retire again. So yeah, a bit of an inconsistent season for Johnny Fu, but I think that race win pretty much made it worth to compete in this season, I'd say. But as you see now, RMC definitely did have a good start here. Juroni is up into P4. As we then got here Figueira now in P5. I believe his main target this season is going to be to push Figo for greatness, pretty much. As yeah, Figueira is not, Flix has not win a race yet, but it does lead the championship, 5 points ahead of Ozzy, who's now in P6. As we see this huge train right now, a lot of drivers on the soft tires. And then it's oh wait, no, it was Kratoshville who retired, not Johnny Fu, so I'm very sorry about that. But so yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Kratoshville, I think, does used to just retire a few times actually. But as you see now, oh my god, Figo with a bit of an aggressive move on Juroni. Now we got Ozzy left inside of the acceleration, but he goes off the track there. Meantime we see Kado maybe a little bit twitchy there. We gotta have to keep an eye on him. But yeah, there he slows down. And see also Albono, who started from the back now, right into the top 10 as he got F1 Fan now with the early undercuts. But it's not exactly the first driver to pit. We saw, I think Pituk already pitting before. So yeah, crazy stuff going on. We see, oh my god, Guziman getting pushed by Juroni there. And I feel like it's gonna be a race with a lot of reports in the end. But yeah, we got in here Figo now leading the chase group. As we got now Flix with a chance of getting past Corey, but can he do it or not? As we see, that can sometimes get dangerous, but yeah, I guess he's gonna have to stay in third for now. But as we see now, Menbergold then into the pits, and yeah, there he goes. Gonna change to the mediums. Flix goes for the softs again. And oh my god, Guziman not looking happy on his on what could be his final race here. But yeah, Van Vendo, I think he did manage to get some undercuts. But of course he might just have a bit of a compromise with the other tires now. But yeah, so we see then Corby leading the way, with Johnny now in second, but these two drivers are still yet to pit though. But there's Johnny Fu though, he has the hard tires, so that's gonna be huge here. But yeah, now there goes Flix, taking that provisional lead, or the net lead I mean. But yeah, we got also Corvette here, he's gonna have better tires, so let's see if he has the pace to catch up to the other drivers. But in the meantime, we see now Figo, who's trying to catch him here. He finds himself now in P5. And yeah, then we got here, they have Flix now behind Johnny Fu, and yeah, this could be huge now. The timing is gonna be crucial. We got Manbergold is trying to stick with the Latvian. Can he do it that or not? But right now we see that SCP chicane, mobile chicane actually. And is he gonna pass him? Yes, he will, and he's gonna keep Flix slipstream. So that's actually really important from him, because he has the mediums right now. That could really just give an opportunity for Flix to get away if things didn't went well while overtaking Johnny Fu there. But yeah, now Johnny Fu does have an opportunity to slipstream these drivers, which could be a very good strategy for him now. Really making these hard tires work well on this first stint, which is usually a risk, especially when everyone else is on the softs. You just get some really competitive pace at the starts. But yeah, now we see here Ozzy, who is Flick's main rival here. Oh my god, what was that? Ozzy got pushed off into the track, but then he rejoined and he pushed off Kado. So a bit of a Constantine effect as we see the drivers going free wide into turn 1. But these are absolute mad lads here. Then you got Albono making a nice move around the outside of Mati. But he has the soft tires, he's trying to catch Matimar, and he considered that he was in P10, but now he's out in P13. I'm guessing that he may have maybe been involved in some kind of incident, which I would not be surprised. There's a lot of drivers very close to each other, so that usually increases the chances of any crash to happen. But in the meantime, we see now Carvey defending against Figo, and who could be Pituco talk about? Maybe Kado, I think. Because Kado is the one. Oh my god, that does not look great. Just gonna wait a little bit longer to see if it's gonna be worth to tell him to DNF or not. Ooh, maybe. Yeah. Kado TP, just to let him know that he's teleporting right now. And is he going to leave the race or not? No, he's gonna stay for now. But as we see, Bituku goes into the pits again. He was actually the first driver to pit for the first time here, and so yeah, so not surprising that he's gonna be also the first to pit for the second time. In the meantime, it is Flixton leading the way. Oh, he goes a little bit too deep. Is Menbergot gonna take the opportunity? Yes, he will. So yet again, we see the fans on the grandstand just rising here today for this home hero. He got his personal best in the previous race with the second place finish. And yeah, they're getting towards the end of the stint, so maybe Menbergot's tires should be getting better, I think. Yeah, definitely they are. Can see the tire life. And ooh, there goes Flix just messing up a little. And this is just helping Figo as if they battle together, and maybe that's why Flix might be not minding the battle here. But yeah, there he goes now. Menbergot takes back the lead. Does we see Flix tries to come back, but yeah, let's see now. Is Menbergot going into the pits or not? Because we see Flix maybe tries to go around the outside, and I think he pits now. He's gonna stay out. Flix pits, Figo pits as well. So one time double stack as you go both into the soft tires again. But yeah, I think this could be a bit concerning now for the Dutchman, because the others will be undercutting him. But of course he's going to have better tires, but does he have the pace now to catch them back once he goes into the pits? Because yeah, we also got here Corvid. He did pit it a bit later, which I think has definitely cost him, because he just lost Flix after that. And then did you see here Ozzy is trying to recover in this race with Giroudi. pretty on provisional P4, and now he dives into the pits. And yeah, so Merbergot is pitted. Let's see him right now, and he's gonna be very close to Figo. He also has Matimar right ahead of him, but yeah, there he goes now. Figo is right behind the he may push him off the track there. I wonder if he was ghosted with Figo and just straight up went into the apex. And that was it. I don't know. That could be that could have potentially happened there, but yeah, obviously not trying to give excuses to my own driver here, but I think it's possible. As we see now, Ozzy pitting from the lead. Now he goes for the hard tire, so he's going for an alternative strategy here. And that's usually quite interesting, especially when they manage to make those work. I think that's kind of satisfying to see. But yeah, right now we got here the LSA's F1 fanning P5. He makes a little mistake. That turn right there on the bottom right seems to be a little bit tricky for the drivers. I've seen a few mistakes going on there. But yeah, oh my god, was this server lag? No. Yeah, everyone looks fine. Really trying to not make the same mistake that I did in Sigurdsari, which was to call the red flag when it was not needed. And yes, sometimes those things can have huge consequences for the race, so red flags is always should be avoided as much as possible unless it's really necessary to call them. But yeah, we see now this freeway group right now. And Brigot maybe tried to battle Figo, I don't know. He goes around the outside there, and I think he's gonna take second. Maybe as we see now Figo trying to get inside there. Oh my god, now this just keeps Corvid to second place. And yeah, these have better tires, so maybe this makes sense to let him lead. But again, does he have the pace or not? That's what we want to know here. Now it's the time to check that, as we see now Figo really just trying to go for the move, and I think he may be able to stick that. Which is quite impressive, but Corvid's car is right behind him, right on his tail, giving him a lot of pressure, but I think he managed to survive that. Maybe as we see him just trying to survive, trying to stay on track, and maybe he managed to just do that. Yeah, I think he did. In the meantime, Membergot may have lost that slipstream, but with Corvid taking back that position, that will allow for the Dutchman to get back, I think. If he's really back, I'm not sure actually. Oh boy, he may not be. Oh my god, yeah, Membergot is not really back on that slipstream now. Which is, yeah, a little bit risky. I'm pretty sure he would love at least the podium here today. Because right now the race lead win does look pretty good for Flix right now. And that would be only his first win of the season, as he's currently leading the championship already. But yeah, obviously this race does seem like it's gonna be really good for one time, as they should be taking back the lead with a bigger gap. And just get away from SCP, who's currently in second place. But yeah, RMC looks to be gaining a lot of points today as well. As we see Jerry now down in P7, but still a good result compared to other teams here today. And then you got Starcoat also looking great here with Manbergot. And Albano was not really doing all that bad, I think. Yeah, down in P13 could potentially be better, but yeah, we will see. In the meantime, we got this freeway group here, Johnny Fu, Nandi and Juruni now. Oh, they're going side by side. In the meantime, we see the one times both pitting, and now the one times are then going into the mediums. So this does seem like they're just going for the same strategy, and now we're gonna see Flix trying to get past the traffic here. Can he do it quick enough or not? That's gonna be crucial, because for instance Figo might not even encounter them once he gets to them, because he may already go into the pits. Because yeah, this seems to be the end of their stints. We see Jeroni maybe defending a little bit too hard. Oh, now you see Flix getting a massive slowdown there. Oh, what is Jeroni doing? I think he defended that on purpose for no absolute reason. But yeah, this is gonna be really helpful for Figueira now. There goes Figo. He has the same tires as Flix, and now they're level. Right now, they have the same tires right next to each other, so the race is on here. In the meantime, very interesting enough, we got SCP with Ozzy there now in P4. He's right behind the one times. He does have one less pit stop, but he has the hard tires right now. And he's clearly on an alternate strategy, so if he can just stick behind these two drivers, I think that would be great for him, that is for sure. But yeah, what a huge crash there, Juruni. What was he doing there? Did you see him now? Oh my god, going free wide with Kuzim and Johnny Fu as well. They're going free wide now. Almost free wide for a bit there, but as we see now, Kuzim goes out of the track. And yeah, we see, Bituko, he has Calo there with Albono. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, Calo is getting a little bit twitchy there. Then we see Lexus now in P15, then we got Panna. Oh, I think, yeah, the other two have retired, so yeah, didn't notice Fed F1. But yeah, Full Force a little bit further behind today. And oh my god, they're getting some... Holy shit, what the hell is that? I hope this was not really a server lag, but... Yeah, so right now it is a 1-2 for one time, and seems like Flix has managed to get some distance on Figo again. So he's back at the front. And yeah, in the meantime we see Manbergoat now probably just looking to beat one more time, or maybe not. Actually, I think he could stay out till the end. We're not fully sure actually, might be in a bit of a stretch there. But yeah, if he beats, he's probably going to be for the soft tires, with maybe 6 laps to go. But yeah, I think one time should definitely beat again to the softs. And same with Ozzy, should beat maybe for the mediums. But when will he do it? That's the main question here. Because he could be trying to undercut these two drivers right now. And make you have a chance of a great result. Today seems like he's gonna go for some damage limitation. But obviously at some point he needs to do more than that if he wants to get the championship in this season. But yeah, as you can see, Flix did definitely step up his game. Although he was definitely doing really great in sectoring, it's just that he was massively screwed up by the rain, of course. But yeah, in terms of pace, he's looking great right now. But there's definitely been some drivers who've been able to just keep it close. And now we see Ozzy now pitting. Oh, who could Matim are we talking about here? I really have no idea. But it could be Mati himself once again. He did look a bit laggy in the connection check. Oh! Yeah, I think I just saw there. Kuzi TP. Yeah. But yeah, then we also got Kado, so it's the two Mayhems who could be a bit in risk. But yeah, now Brenna talking about TP maybe from a bit earlier, because I did not see. Oh yeah, yeah, not totally sure. It's really complicated, but he did like it a few times, so yeah, but yeah, still we go back into the race. We see once again this group, the DLS is battling. Oh, it's actually just one. But yeah, we see then here Jurani in P8 right now. He has Ozzy right ahead of him. Then we got Kuziman here in P9. But yeah, then we got Albono now passing Mati here. He goes up to inside. That's a nice move there for P12. But yeah, soon we should see some drivers making their final pit stops. And yeah, right now, ooh yeah, Ozzy. He's right behind F1 Fan. And the F1 Fan, it went for an extra pit stop, so completely different routes here as we see between Ozzy and F1 Fan. And yeah, Ozzy went for the last pit stops, and F1 Fan just went for very early pit stops. But somehow he does have fresher tires now for this final stint compared to the Polish Hire. But now we see the one time pitting. And they're gonna be leaving, still ahead of Ozzy. But yeah, Van Fan is very close though, but is he gonna be close enough? I don't think so. And in the meantime, we see now Carvid with the provisional lead. Oh, Guzzy Man. I mean, not Guzzy Man, it's Man by the Goat there, just making a huge mistake there. And yeah, Fleek is not that far away and he still needs to pit again. So I feel like the podium might be the best it could ask for today. And I wonder if he's going to go for the softs in the end. But yeah, I guess we could respect him for just going for his own strategy, but I think that it sort of costs him today. Because yeah, with the one time he's undercutting him, that just gave him the opportunity to just get rid of him. So yeah, that's sort of the issue here. But yeah, as we see right here, we got F1 Fan with Ozzy. and yeah, then you got Guzzy Man here with Juroni as he goes up the inside, and oh my god. Actually, nice move there from Juroni. You see him, but now he goes off the track there. But yeah, we are now starting to approach the end of this race. We see now, oh my god, F1 Fan just pushing Ozzy there. So quite controversial move there from F1 Fan. That could definitely give him a penalty, because that seemed like a slam dunk push. And now we see then Man by the Goat getting past Ozzy, who I think just let him pass, because he knows that the tire difference is way too big. And yeah, there he goes, and Man by the Goat is going to be trying to catch the two drivers who are right ahead of him to try and take that podium at least. Because then in the meantime we got also the one times battling each other for the race win here today. And yeah, could Flix get the better of the 3-times world champion here? And then we've got Corvin, who could be finally getting that first podium of the season. Which would also be his first in a while, actually. And yeah, not really remember when was the last time we saw the Australian getting that podium. But I feel like it may have been quite a while, maybe a year. But I'm not totally sure there. But either way, we got then Flix in it first, Figo second, then we got Corvin and F1 Fan there. And then it's Man by the Goat now, just trying to catch F1 Fan, and I think it's gonna also bring Ozzy together, so we might see a 4-way battle for the podium. But yeah, the main thing here is that the one times are not really all that far away. Which could maybe be a little bit concerning for them. I sort of have the feeling that they might be saying that their pace was not great, because I feel like the other drivers should not be that close to them today, but they are. That's the reality here. As we see, Man by the Goat definitely the one with the best tires out of all of these drivers, so he may have a chance here today, actually. So we will see about that. As we see him now with F1 Fan, we see Ozzy maybe trying a dive up inside, but yeah, let's see. Will they let Man by the Goat pass? Yes, they will, but now with Carvin, it's gonna be different though. He's gonna have to fight for it. As we see Ozzy and F1 Fan just going side by side, but now we can see, oh, Ozzy just taking the revenge there on the Romanian. You see Man by the Goat just trying to get past Carvin. And maybe what happened to Yoha in Sigozari could also happen to Man by the Goat here today. Being the Corvid's being victim, but as we see now, there he goes. Man by the Goat has the speed now on the main straight, and now he's going to be taking third. There he goes. Man by the Goat is back on the podium as we see the stands rising once again for the man, the bear, and the goat. So here we go then. Can he still catch Vigor though? That's the main thing, but because yeah, he does have much better tires, but time is running out. He has fresher and faster tires compared to Figueira, for instance. Same with Fleeks there. And yeah, so here we go, just 2 laps to go to the end of this race. Things are starting to get a little bit exciting here. Because then we also got this heated battle between Ozzy and F1 Fan. I think they might have a lot of things to say about each other. And as we see then here, Ozzy now actually just give him the space. As we see, oh my god, is that server lag? Jesus Christ, the hell was that? Didn't seem like anyone was affected there, so maybe it's just lag from my end. But yeah, here we go then. Guzzy Man is getting very close to Figo, so he might be able to take second. After all, and just repeat his personal best from the previous race. And let's see now, final lap of the race. Flix is just looking really good to win the race today, which will be the first race win of the season. And then we got Figo right now in second place here. We see him. Oh my god, maybe got just getting very close to him, but can he get close enough? That's the main question. And could he just spoil the party for one time as he's just looking to finish in a 1-2 here? And here we go now. Just half a lap to go. Flix. He leads the championship, but he has not taken a win just yet in this season. But that's gonna change today as he crosses the line then to win the Dutch Grand Prix. Figueira, I think he's gonna take second place, and Membergot is gonna complete the podium on his home race. Then you got Corvid now in P4. Then you got F1 Fan followed by Ozzy. There is Hernandi, Juruni, and yes, then we got pretty much the others here finishing their races right now. Oh my god, was that Kuziman slowing down there? But yeah, this complete his career with the top 10 finish. Then you see Albono down in P13, followed by Kado. Then you see Bana and Lexus there. And yeah, so we checked the results here once again. Flix now takes his first win of the season and he's going to be extending that gap in the championship quite a lot here with now Figo taking second place and Membergold closes that podium. Then we see Cardiff with his personal best from this season in P4 with the fastest lap today. Then you got F1 Fan with Ozzy splitting the LSAs with Andy there in P7. Then you see Juruni in P8. Then we got Johnny Fu in P9 with Kuziman closing the top 10. And then you got here the Ricard Altos, Marty and Bituco with Albono finishing in P13. Then you see Kado P14, then you got both Flow Forces there, Bennett and Lexus, and then both Flix Racing drivers retired today. Fed F1 and Ratoshow did not complete the race here today. So let's see then for the race results. Let's then have a look into the interviews. So let's then have a look then into the race winner here, and it was Flix today, first time in this season, and yeah, I guess finally managed to do it in this season to win a race. And yeah, of course, extend that gap in the championship. So yeah, what can you say?
I mean, I feel like if I have to be honest, I feel like I should have won all three of them. Because in Brazil, he told me he just wanted to fire me for like no reason, and I lost that. And then in round two, I got fucked by the game, and then round three, I got fucked by the rain. But yeah, today is a day, and I finally won. I mean, yeah, it's nice to have the gap extended, but I'm more happy about the 1-2. I hope it stays that way, if I have to be honest. But yeah, we'll just see.
All right, and then we go with Figo, as you returned today and you got second place. But yeah, so how do you feel with the 1-2 and all of that?
Yeah, it feels cool. It just feels cool. It's kind of funny. Mm, and pretty decent. A decent race. So, you know, that start was brutal. I don't know how far I felt at the beginning, but these guys were insane. Um, yeah, and that lag rocket with what's his name? F1 fan is kind of unlucky. I think he got the worst of it because he got put into the wall, but I also got like really put into the grass. But it was an interesting one. Yeah, happy one too.
Yeah, so that's a very fun and insane response. And yeah, I guess to race in Ultimate League, you need to have the ultimate insanity. But yeah, then we complete the podium then here with Manberg Goats, and yeah, very close to take second again. But it is a podium on your home Grand Prix. So how do you feel?
The only thing I have to say is fuck one time. Fuck you guys. No, it's fine. Like it was a good race from them,
What did
but
I do, bro?
but no, like it was just well played by them, well played team game. Like in the at the start in stint one, Flix was of course fighting me. Stint two, I think it was Flix was on the softs, I was on the mediums, and at some point, mediums get faster. And Flix knows this as well. I know for sure. But he was battling me like crazy, and I dropped into the clutches of Figo, especially after they undercut me a bit. And then I was behind Figo, and Figo was definitely, I wouldn't say holding me up, but also not helping me get closer to Flix. So then I got a bit frustrated behind there. Corvid was in there as well, and like with of course his ping, that gets a bit scary sometimes because I think he saw himself ahead of me when I saw myself ahead of him, and that gets a bit dodgy. So then I went off. I lost the top 3 for a little bit, and then after that, we just catch up. I was changing my strategy mid game and everything, and in the end, almost P2. I just fucked up that last lap a little bit, and still, yeah, good race from Figo as always, from Flix. Finally, a win that was coming for a long time already. So good job from the one times.
Alright, so nice to hear. Then you go with Corvid as you finished P4, so once again your best result in this season. Once again, but yeah, you also got the point for fastest lap, so it is the biggest amount of points that you scored in a single race so far. So yeah, how do you feel?
Just another race of like what could have been. I'm happy with the P4, but like after sort of fluking quali, I was hoping that the race would be a bit better for me, and yeah, I don't know. I felt like it was faster than Figo for most of the race, and I just wasn't able to get past him when it mattered. And then just a bit more, a bit of mistakes on the final stint that ended up losing me P3 entirely, unfortunately. So, and it's more of an encouraging race, given I was like on the pace all race for like 90% of the race. I wasn't making any errors or anything. Um, dealing with the trailers obviously is really tough on a track, especially on a track where there's so many like high speed corners that they're like sort of or like on the edge of being flat, or you need to take a lift for a second and then take it out. But yeah, all things considered, it's a positive weekend, and I'm just hoping for the podium next time out, because I was certain I was going to get it today, but it was just not the case.
Alright, then we go next to, let's see, Hanandi. So today you have to fill in for Suduce once again, and yeah, P7 finished quite a few battles as well. I saw you battling a few guys, so yeah, was it fun today?
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, sure, it was amazing. Like found out obviously like today I had to drive. Uh I'm really happy for the pole. That's one thing. I think it was like my PB was a 35. I almost broke that. I was really close to that, and it's just really funny. I think that I took it from the one times. That always fills me with some joy. But then first laps, you know, I uh, kind of like lap one, we had a very clean fight with Flix. He overtook me, I think. Tried to just maintain my position, but I got like punted off in the hairpin. I was 9th, 10th. Then my teammate got punted off even harder. We were 10th and 14th. So it wasn't looking good for us. It was a damage limitation from there. We both had some good pace. F1 fan had some very creative strategies, and I just it could have been a lot more. I made a lot of mistakes, but in the end, P7, it is what I deserve on pace. I was probably didn't meet a single person in the second half of the race, just on my own pace wise. But if I just made a little bit less mistakes, could have fought for the podium as well. So I'm really happy, and I love these cars. I think with these cars I can just do 200 laps and have this sort of pace that really makes me happy. It's way better for me than FES 3. I like it way more. Love the track as well. It was fun to race, but I will only race when the team needs me. I won't just start doing stuff like reserve for other teams. I can't really afford to spend time on this game, but these Sunday afternoons are perfect for some fun, I guess.
Alright, really nice to hear. Then we go with Kuziman, and it was probably a bit of an intense race, but I'm pretty sure what you're going to be facing after this is going to be even more intense. So I guess today's race was a bit of a preparation for the military now.
I'm just disappointed, man. There's a horrible quali. I couldn't do shit. And then, of course, the whole race I have to battle with a guy who can't slip for shit. Like Jero, he's actually horrible at driving. He kills me every time he can. He can't slip for shit. If I could, I would put a bullet between his eyes if I could, but I can't right now. I'll do it later. So yeah, just a horrible race. Like I thought my final race was gonna go well. It didn't go well at all. Just stupid. So I'm disappointed. Yeah.
So I see you got killed by Ishiruni, and yeah, hopefully not kill in real life with your private life. And, and yeah, that's it. Then we go. Then I think for the final interview of today, El Bono in P13. So yeah, a bit of a complicated race. Although I believe you could have potentially been in the top 10. At least you were at some point. So yeah, how do you feel?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it was a fun race. I really enjoyed this track, but I think I had a sheet of like 5 strategies, and I picked the worst one. I decided to do a 5-stop because I was last in qualifying. I'm not gonna talk about that because just another bottle. But like my second lap, I think I was on for like a .7, .6, but I just screwed it. So that's 4 out of 4 races with a bottled quali so far. But as usual, I got up to like P10 by lap 6, pit, and then I just done one more pit stop than everyone else and couldn't find the pace because I was just held up by like Caddo was TPing all over the place. The 2 floor forces were kind of up my ass the whole race as well on worse tires, but it was a fun race, and Manberg got the P3, so once again just carrying Stargoat, but it should be better in Munich because I've already got quite a lot of laps on that track, so. And obviously just unlucky for Guzzy Man in his last race as well. It really sucks.
Alright, so yeah, so thanks everyone for the interviews, and so yeah, that's it then. As Cleary Racing's Zandvoort, and now next week we are racing in Germany for the Munich track that comes from Motorsports Manager. So we'll see you there until the next time, and goodbye.